What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I want to talk to you guys about the decisions of people that are busted with performance-enhancing drugs. And a lot of people has put their 2 cents in. They think people, Carl Froch, Deontay Wilder, Freddie Roach, they've all said that they think that performance-enhancing drugs should be banned. The people that's caught using them should be banned for life, And I had a different outlook on that. I don't think they should be banned for life. I think they should, everyone's given a second chance or even a third. I would like to see like a 3 strikes and you're out kind of situation, but if not that, at least 2. Miller's got popped. People forget MARCELOS Wilder got popped. We don't know what the hell he got popped with, but he was busted for a banned substance or a performance-enhancing drug because we don't know what it is. So the question is, should that be a standard for performance-enhancing drugs? At what point or what influence or what impact, should I say, does performance-enhancing drugs do to a fighter? That's what it's all about. That's a slippery slope. How effective are performance-enhancing drugs to someone? How much do they affect that person? The problem is we don't know. We don't know how much it affects people because, certain substances affect people differently. And that's a fact because we're all different people. Different chromosomes, different genetic makeup, different everything. Different size, shape, height, weight, color, right? It affects us differently. So we don't really know. Fernando Vargas could get his ass beat to this day by Oscar De La Hoya, and he was on performance-enhancing drugs. He looked like he was. I never seen him in that type of shape. But if you're looking at someone that is already powerful or strong, we could say that about Fernando Vargas, though, can't we? He was already a strong fighter, a good fighter, a brawler, a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve. His first loss, he had one hell of a fight with Felix Trinidad. That's not subject that he was on something with Trinidad, but we don't know. If I had to guess, I'd guess it was at the De La Hoya fight because he wanted to do what Miller wanted to do. He wanted to hurt De La Hoya. That's why he was like, fuck it. Give me the needle in the ass. I'm going to do what I need to do to hurt this guy because I can't stand Oscar De La Hoya. But Oscar De La Hoya showed him supreme boxing and who the best fighter was. He showed Fernando Vargas that he was great besides being good. You see what I'm saying? So, but as far as a lifetime ban on performance-enhancing drugs or banned substances, I don't think it should go that far. I think that money talks, bullshit runs a marathon, and that's how it should be. Now, one thing I do have to bring to the forefront is that Deontay Wilder, I want him to be more accountable for the things that he says. See, he wants a lifetime ban for Jarrell Miller. Just so happened, guys, we're putting everything out on the table. Jarrell Miller used to date his wife right now, supposedly. That's what's going around the internet. Jarrell Miller said he banged out his wife. That's what he said. Okay? And I find it surprisingly convenient that Deontay Wilder wants to ban Jarrell Miller for life and Jarrell Miller in particular. Why? Meanwhile, your brother got popped with, your brother's in that same ballpark, and he got popped with whatever. Then all of a sudden, the powers may be, we don't even know what the fuck that is. We're crucifying Jarrell Miller. For that reason, Serafina's right. And it ain't no black on white thing, because Marcellus Wilder's black also. I think it's a thing about power. Think about it. Why the hell Jarrell Miller? Yeah, he had 3 different ones. He could have had a cocktail. He could have done some whatever. Probably Jarrell Miller was like, fuck it. If I'm going to get caught, I'm going to do some more shit too. That's what he was thinking. And they probably won't catch it. They probably will catch it later. You know, he's probably thinking that way. I'm already busted, so they won't test me again. But they did again and again. And he got busted. But Marcellus can get busted. No one says shit. Think about that. Now, that's not fair to Jarrell Miller for that reason, and that reason only. It's cool for him to get a 6-month suspension. Slap on the wrist. Why? Because no one said shit, including Deontay Wilder. He needs to be held accountable. If you're going to feel that strongly about a guy being banned for banned substances for life, you need to feel that same way about your brother, except no substitutes. Okay? Just like Marcellus Wallace's accomplice, Jules, said in Pulp Fiction, except no substitutes. That's exactly what Deontay should do. If you takes, hey, my brother, I gotta use him as an example. He shouldn't have been caught fucking using. Okay, I would respect him more. Because then he's like, hey, he's in that category too. I know he had a lot of pressure on him. I love my brother, but he got to go for life. Just like Jarrell Miller. Make sense? Am I right or am I wrong? Because if you're going to talk that shit about Jarrell Miller and not say that about your brother, we're led to believe you're saying this for another reason. You're saying this for another agenda. Okay? Just like I mentioned. That's my theory. Me counterpunching it. You don't like the way that Jarrell Miller's running reckless about the woman that you fell in love with, got a baby with, ain't married. You know, that's reasonable though. I get it. I wouldn't want nobody that I married a chick and then she's to date some loudmouth fat fucker too. And all he's doing, I used to bang her. And I'm married to her. I'm not going to take that lightly, and I'm going to find a way to get you back. And that's what Deontay Wilder's doing. Catch him under the bus, run over his ass. Bop, 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 bop. Like a speed bump. Boop, 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 boop. That's what Deontay Wilder's doing to Miller. You know, but karma's a bitch. You was talking all that shit about Miller, lifetime ban. He's a fucking crybaby. Them loudmouth motherfuckers you got to watch. Remember that? And it's not even about Deontay Wilder if he's on steroids. It's about your brother. Your younger brother got caught with a banned substance. And what's weird about it, we don't know what the fuck that is. Why is that? So guess what, guys? We can't say Deontay Wilder don't have no power. If he don't have no power, somebody over him has a lot of power. Because Wilder, Marcellus affects him. Luis Ortiz affects him. Therefore, those guys will be protected from on high. Okay? That's how that works. That's what's going on in this situation. But back to banned substances, no. It doesn't guarantee a win. It doesn't guarantee, will it make you faster? We don't know. Shit, banned substances mean banned for a reason. The safety of the fighters, that shit could actually hurt you. And people doing it anyway, whatever. So it don't really necessarily mean that you're going to have an edge. That's what statistics tell us or says about that particular drug. But it could affect someone else stupidly. It could give somebody a fucking heart attack, right? That first shit, that GW 1516, that shit was giving people cancer. That Jarrell Miller was using. So it really didn't. You know, we don't know how greatly it affected his body to make him fight in a certain way that would influence him to win a fight. We just know he don't supposed to be doing it. So they really don't mean much. And if I had, I got colleagues that say everybody's on performance enhancing drugs. I'm not going to say no name because you know who I'm talking about. So if that's the case, shit, that still doesn't mean that performance-enhancing drugs wins people a fight. Okay? It doesn't. Now, you are punching someone on the influence, but you can be under the influence of anything. You know, you could be drunk. You could be high on coke or like David Benavidez Or Charles Martin say, I smoke weed. You know? Hell, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. smoked weed and eat cereals and scratch his balls and eat cornflakes. Right? You know, but does that mean that made him a better fighter? What did he do when he got in there with Canelo? He got his ass beat. So no, that doesn't guarantee a win. It doesn't mean what people think it means. It just means like, okay, the person's intentions are bad. I get that. I get that aspect of it. You know, the only question is, how did you decipher what you should do with these fighters? But ban them for life? No, I don't think you should ban them for life. Because it doesn't mean that you're going to guarantee a win from what you do. In fact, whatever you're taking karma might bite you in the ass, and it might end up fucking you up. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't think that should be the case. But I do feel there should be a standard of how performance-enhancing drugs are regulated, and the consequences of it should be more severe. But anyway, that's me wrapping it up. You guys tell me what you think about performance-enhancing drugs. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.